Growing on YouTube is very hard without data, but the real question that we're asking here is VidIQ the tool that you need to take things to the next level? Well, I'm going to do a deep dive as a large YouTube creator myself that's used this tool to essentially generate multi-millions of views. And I've paid for this for just around a year now. As you can see here, I've been paying it consistently every single month as I've been using it. So just really quickly, a quick overview to what VidIQ is. If you've never heard of it or really know what it exactly does, it's essentially a tool that YouTubers use to analyze other people's videos and also figure out, let's say, good ideas for them to do. So for instance, if I wanted to make a video about Minecraft, I would essentially just search up Minecraft and then whatever else I want to do. So let's say I wanted to do a Minecraft build and hit enter here. It'll give me a bunch of information on keywords, questions that people are asking, and some related keywords alongside their search volume and overall saturation or competitive score. Alongside this, I also get to see Minecraft trending videos that I can get inspiration off of and the channels that they're basically being posted from. So as you can see, a bunch of information, and obviously I'm using Minecraft for this example because I myself used to be a Minecraft creator. Before anything, if you do want to try out vidIQ, I did put the link in the description. You can start with the free plan and upgrade later on if you're interested, but it helps me out with no cost at you. So with that being said, let's dive into it. We're gonna be looking at obviously the prices, and so I'm gonna pop it up right here. So as you can see, you can use vidIQ for free, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to give you any just random information. This is pretty useless. I'm not going to lie. It does reveal a couple things, but it is very limited, okay, without you actually paying for vidIQ. Most of this is pretty much just you getting to get a little tidbit of what it can actually offer you. It does give you some limited keyword suggestions. I believe it's 2 to 3, and honestly, they're just not the best. Fresh video ideas, this one isn't too good as well on the free version in my opinion, and obviously trial access to premium tools, but very limited. I honestly don't think this really covers much of anything at all. It just gets you introduced to the interface. So with this as well, as you can see, I did a keyword search. You actually get limited searches, no advanced AI tools, which is something that they're actually diving into pretty seriously now, and genuinely not enough information for some serious growth. So this is more for beginner YouTubers and honestly channels that are under 1,000 subscribers. So if that fits your criteria, go ahead and try out the free one. But again, you're probably not going to get much out of it. The plan that I personally am on, as you can see, is the Boost plan. So the Boost plan is where things actually take it up a notch. This is also the plan that I use the most and I could actually talk most about. So this is effectively $20 per month. If you want, you can also switch to yearly, which then reduces it to $1658 a month, but obviously it's a one-time payment every single year, so it is an annual cost. Switching back to monthly, since that's the one I'm on, subscribing to Boost, it's essentially allowing you to do infinite keyword research to grow out your reach, which is the thing I was showing you earlier. Personalized ideas. So what that actually looks like is it essentially just gives you suggestions. So as you can see here, this is my channel. There's a bunch of insight, optimization, research, and all that. It just gives you a bunch of ideas. And if you run out of ideas, you can always just ask it for ideas, which you can do under here. And so kind of going back to the prices really quickly, as you can see here, there is a competitive intel to drive your strategy, which is just some of the stuff I already showed you. Alongside that, thumbnail suggestions, which I think are pretty interesting. So as you can see here, it actually does the stuff for you and just gives you the thumbnail, which I think is really cool. I think they tap into AI for that. So that's another thing. Alongside this, it does generate thumbnails if you want it to generate thumbnails for you. It also does a bit of clipping, deep thinking if you want, just like an AI coach, to then look at your analytics and look at your channel and tell you straight up what should you be doing. But obviously, grain of salt, AI is not perfect. So yeah, keep that in mind. And a masterclass from top creators. I've never used this. I'm not going to sit here and speak on it. So that's that. I think for most creators though, Boost covers almost everything that you could possibly ever need. I don't really think you need to go take it up a notch. Alongside this, you also get this suggested competitors, which I find is really useful to see what other people in my niche are doing, especially without having to manually track them, because that is a lot of work. And this saves you a lot of time. I think that's the biggest benefit here. It saves you time on optimizing what you already have. It saves you time on optimizing for competitor research. It also optimizes your keyword research, which I think is most valuable for most people, as one of the easiest ways to get recognized on YouTube is through SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. And this is a perfect engine for this. And so with that being said, this is what I think the average creator should be purchasing into, and really just using this to scale up your channel to your first $1,000 a month, to $5,000 and even $10,000 a month. Now, for those trying to take this up another notch, there is the coaching availability. This is $200 to or $300 a month. Now, yes, this is a huge amount, but it does give you full access to all of the VidIQ Boost tools. But aside from that, you get personalized coach matching. So if you're struggling with YouTube and you really want someone to take a look at your channel and help you basically excel, you can get one-on-one guidance. I've never used this, but I've heard from friends that this is actually pretty helpful. Most people really just test it out for a month and then cancel their plan. So honestly, that's what I'd recommend. If I were to do it, that's exactly how I do it. Now, if you want yearly, you can have that as well. Again, I just recommend trying it out for a month, seeing if it's for you. And if it's not, just leave the plan. You know, it's simple as that. The last plan that's on here is Enterprise. Now, this one is mainly for those that have small businesses. So for brands, agencies, and MCNs, they've already mentioned with 3+ channels that they're managing. But basically, it gives you full boost access for every single channel that is on your agency or your MCN. Roles and permissions for the team that you're using to actually run your MCN, and a bunch of support and onboarding, and just a bunch of insights. So I'm sure they have a dashboard where you can track everything, and that's for that. So this is really for people that have small businesses, not really for one-man teams. So keep that in mind. Hopefully this was pretty insightful. Now I'm going to be talking a little bit about which plan is for what. Beginners, stick with the free plan, and maybe the boost plan. And for serious YouTubers, the boost plan, and maybe some of the coaching. Is VidIQ worth it? In my opinion, yes. Every time that I've bought VidIQ, like, you know, month on month, I have made back in like 100-fold or even maybe 1,000-fold. And it's a really good place to just kind of dip your toes in and really start learning about YouTube and taking this a little bit more seriously than just posting here and there. It saves time on researching videos. It helps you make data-driven like decisions moving forward with your channel, especially if you're confused about, you know, certain things. There's even quick channel insights. You can see your own channel stats. And obviously there's a bunch of stuff like video multipliers, which gives you the outlier score. And let's say you're looking at a competitor, right? Let's say you want to do some manual research. You can just search something up, and there's a huge category right here where it tells you a bunch of information. And Dream, which by the way used to be one of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers, obviously. If you just want to look at his channel and look at the stuff that he's doing, you can take a look at his description. You can take a look at all of this stuff with vidIQ, such as the views over time, if he changed his thumbnail, the overview of his entire channel, which I think is really cool just to see this. There's just a bunch of information, channel tags, video tags, if you do want to copy the video tags, so on and so forth. So if you do want to try vidIQ, which is used by millions of creators, including myself, and has got me to almost 400,000 subscribers, I'll put my link in the description. You can start with the free plan and upgrade later if you want to. I hope this was helpful, and I know this was a bit of a long video, but this is honestly just me going through the vidIQ interface and kind of showcasing some of the stuff that I've been using in the back end to really just 10x and 100x my YouTube channel. And hopefully this could help out at least one other person out there.